Hello, welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the latest updates. In the regulation of the admissions 2020 that the Ministry of Education and Training has just announced, candidates who enroll in school with the exam plan using high school exam results can register for admission with unlimited number of aspirations. That is one of the highlights. Accordingly, the aspirations must be arranged in order of priority from high to low. Aspiration 1 is the highest one. Candidates register for admission and register for the exam on one slip and submit it at the admission points prescribed by the Department of Education and Training, usually where the candidate is standing. Candidates may once change their desire to register for admission online or in paper form and submit it at a reception point after obtaining a high school exam score. Candidates who have been considered for admission, matriculation, and admission with the original copy of the test results by other methods of admission before the first day of the admission are not allowed to participate in the first round selection. The enrollment regulation also states MOET will set a threshold for quality assurance for teacher training and health sectors. The Vietnam Young Entrepreneurs Association has proposed that the State Bank reduce the interest rate ceiling for long-term loans of more than 1 year to create conditions for businesses to have access to cheap capital. According to the Vietnam Young Entrepreneurs Association, the Prime Minister and the governments have made highly appreciated decisions about pandemic control and economic development. The State Bank have aggressively supported businesses such as debt restructuring, debt rescheduling, and debt freezing, especially reducing lending rates. However, because the deposit rates are still high, lending rates have not been reduced. The State Bank is still applying the 6-month deposit rate cap of 4.75%. But banks have to commit on mobilized capital, so the 1 year or more deposit interest rate is still very high. Therefore, the State Bank should lower the interest rate ceiling for long terms over 1 year, maybe around 5%, thereby enabling businesses to access cheap capital. The Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers (VASEP) said that the Vietnam seafood industry is facing many great opportunities to develop market share because while the world's big seafood producing countries are currently stuck in the COVID-19, we recover sooner. Sustaining the world's seafood supply, the replacement of Vietnam will be an opportunity for Vietnam seafood industry to grow in the coming months. Businesses and citizens should be ready to seize better opportunities. In the short term, VASEP representatives proposed promoting policies to support businesses affected by the COVID-19 as well as the post-COVID-19, and to support farmers as much as possible to quickly increase shrimp production in July and August. On May the 11th, Spain entered the next phase of the fight against COVID-19 when tens of millions of people were removed from the blockade. Since May the 11th, nearly 25 million Spaniards have officially stepped out of one of Europe's toughest blockades. According to the decision, in the areas that meet the criteria set out to enter phase 1 of a total of 4 phases, people are allowed to go out in groups of no more than 10 people and are free to travel around the region. Restaurants and cafes are reopened, but only operate at 50% capacity. The religious establishment will reopen but only welcome 30% of the faithful. However, the capital of Madrid and the city of Barcelona still maintain most of the restrictive measures. These are also the 2 localities with the highest number of COVID-19 victims in Spain. On May the 10th, the country continued to maintain a strong decline with the lowest number of deaths since mid-March, which is 143. At least 4 civilians, including 1 child, were killed and 16 injured in a rocket attack on the residential areas of Abu Slimbak and Benghazi in the capital Tripoli a day earlier. Amina Hashemi, the spokesman for the Government of National Accord (GNA) Health Ministry, said on May the 10th. The airstrike also caused serious damage to the airport in the capital. GNA is now accusing General Khalifa Haftar of the Libyan National Army (LNA) of the attack. According to GNA, from May the 6th to the 10th, at least 19 people, including 17 civilians and 2 police officers, were killed and more than 66 injured in a rocket attack targeting the district of Tripoli. For more than 1 year, the capital Tripoli has experienced intense fighting between forces close to GNA and LNA. The intervention of external forces has also exacerbated the conflict in the North African nation. That's all our news for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.